Supremacy! He has no idea what he's even saying. He's just reading a script that's been around a long time, since at least Occupy Wall Street, a little over a decade ago. Neoliberal politicians and media outlets began ranting about race constantly around that time to get you to stop thinking about what they were actually doing, and for a long time, it worked. But it can't work forever because it's not true. They've been telling you for a decade that white supremacy is the real threat, but if you read the news, you know that's probably not true.
Well, in terms of number of arrests, we have, through the third quarter of this fiscal year, had about, give or take, 100 arrests in the international terrorism side, which includes the homegrown violent extremism. This year. But we've also had just about the same number, again, don't quote me to the exact digit, on the domestic terrorism side. And I will say that a majority of the domestic terrorism cases that we've investigated are motivated by some version of what you might call white supremacist violence, but it includes other things as well. I think the greatest terrorist threat to the homeland is the homegrown violent extremists. I will say that we take
foreign-inspired,
which is jihadist-inspired violence. That does not mean, by any stretch of the imagination, that we don't take domestic terrorism, including hate crime committed on behalf of some kind of white supremacist ideology, extremely serious.
China, Russia, and white supremacists are some of the biggest threats to the country, according to a new report from the Department of Homeland Security. The DHS conducted its first ever Homeland Threat Assessment, which was first obtained by CBS News. It aims to educate the public on the most significant threats facing the U.S.